Patrick, look! Trick-or-treaters!
Hi, give me your candy.
No.
Patrick, they're literally on your side. Oh.
Oh, sorry, they said no and I got scared.
Oh. Imagine that for a moment. They whisper you right to your ear.
No.
No.
It just runs away.
So, Doug, Jordy, you actually came just in time for us to go save Gary from the infernal depths of rock bottom during Halloween time.
Oh boy.
But James, we just got through Valentine's Day.
Will you stop being picky about these seasons?
So you mean to tell me we're a few months late?
Oh, you know what? In that case, yeah.
Every day is Halloween for me.
Get in the bush.
No, this whole place is frightening. It's cold, it's moist, and it smells like the dumpster behind the chum bucket.
So's my belly button, but you don't see me complaining about it.
Ew! It must be the remains of the victims of the monster that came through here. Hurry and find Gary.
And how?
Oh, yeah,
But
'cause
first things first, I'm in the mood for some candy.
Candy. Had to happen.
Oh.
Because, yeah, to clarify why we're here, Jordy, is because we're here to, again, we're still trying to rescue our friends that got whisked away across the Jellyverse or whatever. And it seems that all signs are pointing that Gary has been swept away to wherever this alternate version of Rock Bottom is.
Yep, it's rock bottom, right in exactly like as I said, right just in time for Halloween. Which, you know, that's like a double dosage of the dark atmosphere that rock bottom already had.
True.
You could say it has finally achieved beyond advanced darkness.
In the matter of speaking, yes.
Darkness.
So I guess while we are here, I'll say real quick, as a slight critique to this game, I do like the idea of going through a rock bottom in Halloween time, but does this scream Halloween to you?
No.
Not really.
I could see it as like one of SpongeBob's lame attempts to go trick-or-treating because like he has no inkling of what's really considered scary.
I mean,
Yeah.
fair point, but as we've showed off earlier, one of the costumes you can unlock in this game is far more appropriate for the season.
It's right there. But again, all I can think about is that it was supposed to be a bait and switch of it's I'm sure it's gonna be a nice, happy, flowery field is where we're heading. Also, to get other introductions out of the way, we're again still doing Cosmic Shake, and this time we are joined by not only Jordy, but Doug.
Wah.
Hello.
Hello.
So I guess from what all you've seen of it, like I know with Doug it isn't much, but what about? But I can ask Jordan as well. From what you've seen of it, what are your guys' impressions on Cosmic Shake so far?
Let's see. It definitely looks very colorful. Seems pretty challenging compared to Battle for Bikini Bottom, if not just as much. And I know I said this a little off commentary, but I guess I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I am a little bit surprised by how deep Comp Kenny's voice has gotten.
That's called age.
Oh!
And age is coming up to him like a stone-cold stare.
It can freeze you if it spots you. Like, I don't know, it tried me and nothing happened.
It looked like Patrick Lily just ran right up to him like, "Do it, I dare you."
It's like,
Kick his
do it.
ass.
Do it, punk. Do it, no balls.
Let's go scare somebody.
Buddy.
Do it, no sponge balls.
That's still just one of my favorite Patrick moments. Just like putting on the Marcho glasses and just the sheer determination of
Let's go scare somebody.
We need to get around to watching those seasons again.
Oh,
Eventually.
yes. I would love that. Also,
Yeah,
I am going to confess my bluff slightly, because yes, we did get past Valentine's Day, but while I was visiting my girlfriend Jazzy in Dallas, we watched Scream 1 and 2, so therefore I do have a bit of a dosage of Halloween in me.
Yep.
Ooh,
nice.
who did that?
Was
it you?
It's a good old-fashioned round of Sheep Raiders. I still gotta have Hype finish that game for me. Sheep
Right.
Raiders.
Well, I'll have to see how that goes because again, like with the new internet at the South, it's definitely better than what I was fearing it would be. Although I've noticed that sometimes when I do screen share, it kind of likes to give my internet a bit of a stroke.
Oh. Don't mind me. I'm just your regular big-nosed bush.
Okay, that's understandable. Have a nice day, sir.
Well, you have a good day, Mr. Big Nose. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, he didn't even have a nose!
Right.
And it's not that big.
Because they're not even seeking.
Big nose. Huh.
Yeah, if you want to see a big nose, you look at Squidward.
Hey.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the first and last time you'll ever see me hiding in the bushes.
Because right
afterwards-
away,
Immediately after, the game lets you know you can actually spook the guys from behind.
I really do wonder if they had a plan to like have that section actually last a few more chapters, and then they just either ran out of time or like, yeah, this is getting old fast. Just quickly, now we already know immediately how to get rid of them without even the need of more.
Honestly, I would argue that
Oof.
like not even just a matter of like, you know, putting it off until you get it. I would just say it's a matter of like, why even bother having it at all? Because it kind of reminds me of when Logan was showing me the video that someone did for Night of 100 Frights, like the sneaking powers. Like, considering that like not every enemy has like a detection system in them, and there's no real dedicated stealth sections in the game, the sneaking power up in that game is honestly kind of worthless.
Yeah, but problem is we've all been there and looking at Crash Bandicoot with his nitro tiptoeing ways. But look, the kids are having fun, and
Oh, the poor chocolate bar sludged.
in his prime.
Oh, we have to
It looks like you still have the wrapper on. Oh.
Oh boy.
Help this candy find a warm and safe place?
Patrick, that could very well be acidic.
You say that as if Patrick saw that picky.
I guess I have to put it in
So yeah, I completely I'm not surprised you remembered the candy bag carrying bag.
When I first saw that cutscene, I completely did not notice that, but yeah, they did remember that.
with a
I'll
thick
take
slice of
10.
protein and lots of love. That's not ooze, that's slime. Gary slime.
Oh.
I thought his slime was blue.
Well, maybe there's a reason why Gary's slime suddenly turned green for this here world.
He morphed.
And big.
What have you been feeding him, SpongeBob?
Definitely not snail po. Or what was it called? Snail bites.
Well, there was also a snail po. You know, like, why did you eat snail po?
Well, there's
Ah,
that,
that's
and the
right.
class, and there's that, and there's also the classic freaking what's wrong? I don't know. I just felt it.
A disturbance.
That was the worst thing I've ever tasted. Well, good thing I'll never have to do that again.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, whoa!
Ow! Oh, somehow he caught me there.
Oh,
Okay.
So
there was
that-
a small gap between those two tombstones. I think it was just wide enough for that aiming reticle.
Get away from me, you freak!
You're
Go.
He's a
Gotcha.
freak, SpongeBob! A freak!
Oh, what, really? Okay.
Oh,
I guess
come
that don't
on.
count. I'm
So-
gonna have to bring out my secret weapon.
What the fuck?
The ghost.
Well, this actually made you like less detectable. I guess I'll say that. So yeah, I don't know how I could see this particular enemy type working in the usual enemy gauntlets we've been fighting up till now, considering they suddenly require stealth. Do we start seeing them in the normal battles and stuff?
Thankfully, no. In fact, I think this is the only chapter in the game you actually find them in.
That's
Oh,
good.
thank goodness. Okay.
Also, damn, whatever monster's been lurking around's been making absolute mincemeat out of all the other snails in the area.
They've been having too much of Grandma's cookies.
They're all that
Most
we
especially Grandma's cookies.
need. They're all that we
Grandma's
need.
cookies.
They were a labor of love.
Man, Jordy, I do not want to imagine SpongeBob's grandma being the exact same as the crazy granny that...
Oh god.
Yeah, from Gary Come Home.
Give her 2 more years.
Well, I mean, like, we've already seen in the series that she is starting to get like a little bit loopy, and that she keeps mistaking SpongeBob for Patrick.
All right. Yeah.
Was that ever acknowledged in the show? Because I know that was primarily a thing in the second PC game.
I'm trying to remember if she even appeared in the show after that episode.
Actually, she was in the abrasive side episode.
Well, because like I was gonna say, like, is her? I don't think her voice actress is with us still, is she?
She might be? I don't...
Actually, hold on. I can look it up. Who voices SpongeBob's
They're just
grandma?
very thin pancakes.
Exactly. I like my pancakes man-sized. Like me.
I thought you were gonna say, also, hey there, Dennis's voice actor. But I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say, I like my pancakes like I like my raw.
Oh God, don't light.
Hey!
Actually, yeah,
It's all
I
safe.
just remember that Logan, the gag of like,
Oh, you gotta eat your pancake. You gotta have your pancakes like you have your weapon.
Go
Mrs.
on.
Fluff.
Clever game, clever.
It's a different Mrs. Puff, one without her freckles, which is what makes it look very weird to me.
yeah.
Also, Marion Ross, the voice of SpongeBob's grandma, she's still alive.
Damn.
But yeah, that's
Yep.
She's
also
definitely got to be up there in her age, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's also another thing to enlighten Jordan and Doug. So basically, in all these different, like, universes that we're rescuing our friends in, there's also, like, other universe versions of all these characters. Kind of not unlike, say, like, Sonic Prime. We get to see, like, our own versions of characters like Mrs. Puff there. In the Western world, we see our own version of Sandy as the sheriff, and so on and so forth.
They are helpful friends. And it's, I don't know, it's all a little bit out there. Especially because this one doesn't exactly... I'm gonna be honest, sorry, game developers. This one doesn't really scream to me alternate universe. This is just rock bottom during one particular time of year. Hey, the reef
Yeah.
blower.
The reef blower will not be a thing till near endgame, so don't get your hopes up too high right now.
Oh, but they're fun.
Fun? How could you possibly have fun with one of those oversized hair dryers?
Like this!
And then we just shoot
Oh,
the thing.
another trick.
Man.
Dang.
More enemies.
So yeah, we're gonna. So if it's no doubt obvious, ladies and gentlemen, for this next section of Rock Bottom, we're gonna be doing what the cool kids do: going trick or treating.
I'm a
Find all
cool
the
kid.
goodies. And
No.
yes, Apollo. And
Oh, I
yes,
just realized that. Okay, check this house first. Go ahead.
and yes,
Another trick.
oh my
damn it.
gosh! And
Well,
yes,
I was
apologies,
just saying,
Doug,
like,
here, just do
once you
always-
get... Well, wind back a bit. I think I saw our friend that helps us with the balloon.
To
You
the
did?
left.
Oh,
Nah,
never
it's just the
mind.
guy with the big. It's.
Believe there's a monster here.
I say ground pound that thing.
R.I.P. Johnny. Last words. Watch this.
Sounds about right.
Watch!
Hey, you wanna see something cool?
Puss in Boots does not need a spotter. Watch!
I know where it could always land on
On
his
his
feet.
feet.
And
Watch!
just the zoom in.
Well, that's a zoom out, technically.
Zoom out. Apologies. Everyone shut up!
You're throwing off my trick-or-treating vibe.
Okay, don't be scared.
Your costume looks great.
Nothing quite like a motivational encouragement from your friendly neighborhood SquarePants.
Did we get
This
anything
thing is-
there?
No,
No, it was that was a whole heap of nothing.
that's the one where we have to tell him. Sorry, guys, he's out of town, and
He's dressed as a sea bunny.
Here we
there we
go.
go. Finally.
You see my snail? Tiny, cute, sweet, with very expressive eyelashes. If he's really sweet, then the monster probably took him.
Oh,
It ruined everyone's Halloween by stealing our sweets. The last
Oh,
time
no.
it was seen, it crawled down the racing track. I think the track probably leads all the way to its lair.
oh.
There
Okay.
it feasts on innocent candy and pets.
Oh boy.
Patrick, we need to find more candy to get on that racing track. Here, have one of my candy bars for the participation fee.
Oh, well, at least he's aware of the
Monster
program.
deserves it. Thanks.
Yay!
Oh, you
By the way, remember, by default, you're wearing the flower costume, so, I mean, he'll say that too if you're wearing that. It's like, I don't really think it looks that great.
Yeah, he's saying it out of pity, and the candy bar was also out of pity.
Curses. Hand me outs all the time. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Doug, you're gonna be hearing us do it like SpongeBob quotes here and there. It's just kind of something that's
It's-
sort of
it's-
I mean,
ingrained in us
well,
now.
again-
I mean, you guys
sorry.
did that when I was there for the Bikini Bottom rehydrate thing, so that's fine by me.
Oh,
Okay.
Been trying to find chocolate for
Hey,
3
Tom.
days.
Tom!
There's almost nothing left.
Oh no,
Except
wait a
for
minute.
now. I could tell you, but you have to promise to split the spoils.
that's right. He is the chocolate guy.
Well, actually, I'm
Oh,
mostly
yeah.
cellular.
I didn't know his name was Tom.
Yeah. Look, weird and
But I'm
very
glad that they kept the same voice actor and everything. Like,
right by
props to
my
them.
house, right
Yeah.
by my chocolate
Again,
shed.
most of them are usually voiced by the regulars, like Doug, whether it be Doug Lords, Tom Kenny,
Deep Early Baker?
whoever's- That too. Yeah. Just they don't. It's kind of weird when you think about it, but most of SpongeBob's cast is usually pretty small.
Yeah.
And also, another actor that I remember is
There's Patrick's rock. It was crushing that barrel full of chocolate.
The chocolate shack. Get it. Yeah, continue.
I was just remembering like another character that I could think of that also voices like a handful of minor characters and even some of the incidentals. Thomas Wilson, aka I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but the bully from Back to the Future.
No more chasing.
Oh, Biff.
Biff, yeah.
Biff, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up, butthead?
But yeah, Tom's chocolate is more or less secured, so let's go tell him about the goods, and hopefully he's the type to share.
Are you?
Chocolate! Finally, chocolate!
Oh,
Oh,
God.
not bad in 3D.
Yeah, decent stuff. He gave us one nice.
Devil
That's
damn.
right. Technically, we are at a point where we'd have to look forward to our reruns now.
Well, I mean, like Patrick doesn't seem that Patrick doesn't seem that phased about them being reruns.
Easy there, buddy. You sound like you're about to choke.
I was like,
He's
careful,
choking
dude.
on
That's
that
more.
chocolate.
I was like, that's more energy than you put in even in the show. But again, so yeah, as you're seeing there, between that, my leg, they're definitely reveling more in the nostalgia, even more so than I would say even Rehydrated did.
Look at you!
Oh, hey, Granny.
What a nice costume! How can I help you, young fellows?
Give it. In not so many words, pretty much what he's just said.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, sweetie. Here, have a candy bar.
Oh,
Ugh.
I'm
Well,
sure that'll
I mean,
work.
they never specified what kind of candy bar it had to be.
Wow, vintage!
I don't think that's supposed to be vintage.
I mean,
That's
fair.
vintage.
I'll take your word on that.
Patrick
yeah.
sniffs it. Patrick sniffs it. Must have been a good year.
But actually, just going back to what you were saying about like the memes compared to Rehydrated. Like I think in the case of Rehydrated, like a lot of its like meme appraisal was mostly just like minor aesthetics because you have to remember it was technically built off a game that was made during a period where they weren't quite as shameless about that kind of thing.
Yeah. Here they are more than happy
trick.
to wear proudly on their chest the "yep, we know this is what people meme about all the time," which I don't know. Again, it's a kind of like I have to take the good with the bad because it's not something like there's something about subtlety that I always like appreciate more. Like kind of like oh gosh, what was it? Like in the last session we saw something where like I was surprised they remembered that reference or
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to remember what it was. It was the
Fred?
No, not Fred, and it wasn't the bombs, but it wasn't the pie bombs, but it was something that Patrick remembered or SpongeBob remembered that they made a reference to just verbally one time, and it's like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
The moment when Dutchman had his whole howling session.
Yeah, there was that, and then there was also I think the sock thing they mentioned as well, and
the punk sock
Things
with
like-
spikes.
and also when the mermaids were singing as the Dutch, we didn't actually bring it up during the video. Well, okay, we technically did, but for a different reason. But technically, that is a reference to the Dutchman's Treasure board game, based on a real treasure map.
Ah.
and of course when they were singing when he opened the chest, I don't get it either.
I don't know what it means either.
I mean, yeah, I guess when you put it that way, that could be a double-sided reference.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Open up.
I can't understand your accent.
Your
Oh,
accent.
sorry, it has been a little while.
Or treat.
Oh,
There you go.
why didn't you say so? Here, have a candy bar. And nice costume, by the way.
Those are weak if I've ever heard them.
You can say that again.
His dialect is kind of slipping.
I am 28 years old.
Hello.
Nice try. I'm 30.
I will be 30 in 6 months
Some guy said he saw a
from
monster.
Monday.
Horrible
God, it's great being this.
I'll be
Anyway.
31 in May.
Oh,
Now then.
sorry, I lied. Sunday.
I'm 23 in 2 months.
Look how young you are, jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Doug's only 23, or turning 23. He's only 22.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Doug, you're a baby.
You're a baby.
Yeah, a baby.
Bear
Oh
does
my gosh.
anyway.
That has a beard.
I was about to say, man,
Yeah,
this is the
you're a
hairiest.
baby with a beard.
This is the hairiest baby I've ever seen.
I know, right? I have long hair and everything.
Oh,
Oh.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You know people have phobias?
Sorry, I didn't know my costume was that scary. What are you afraid of?
Boxes, man, boxes. You never know what.
Oh, so the box ghost was in town.
I am the box ghost.
You look just like one. All square-like.
Oh, that ain't that
Boxes
nice.
have good things in them, like Krabby Patties.
You know, now that he says that, I don't think I've ever seen a Krabby Patty inside one of those McDonald's S boxes.
Yeah, like you usually see them in just like takeout bags.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Here's some candy. Thank you. Balloons? Don't you know people have phobias?
He's a lost cause.
I'm sorry.
Hey, listen. I'm sure that there is an entire generation of kids that are scared of balloons thanks to Pennywise.
It's the context of it, but 100%. I'm trying to think. I knew a kid.
Also, I
growing up-
appreciate you referencing the better Pennywise, Doug.
Okay, so I need 2 more doubloons if I want to get the next string costumes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of which, I think we've been the ghost long. We've been trick or treating long enough. Let's go back to what we're supposed to be wearing.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
December.
I may be that bit of young, but goddamn, I still know all the old references, like the fucking old horror movies, like Friday the 13th, Pennywise, and all that jazz.
That's a
Right,
good lad.
of course.
Even
Here,
Gremlins.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
No worries.
You're uncultured swines.
Especially Gremlin. I'm sorry it took us so long to see that incredible stop motion.
Just all
wonder
of them
those
on the
guys
streets, like,
waddling around.
lost.
You call me young, and yet I've seen that.
I know.
Well, Logan or Hype, or Doug, either which one of you. As a quick gag, find that still image and just put on it tickets to the SpongeBob movie.
Well, I know Doug did something similar to that with the Mario movie.
With the Mario movie. 1 ticket to the Mario movie, please. For us all to share.
I need to find that. Hang on.
This is going to hurt.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what's that about hurting?
Snail race. You have to be a snail and fast.
Oh, boy.
Go.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Wait, what are you doing? This is plus stop! Oh boy. Great.
Oh, this
now I'm a
episode.
teenage Gary.
Now, real quick, what are we trying to say, Doug?
I'll find it.
Okay.
Okay. How to snail mode.
Oh, you can stick to things.
You just go up like steep hills.
Oh, okay.
That's about the full extent of it.
I just figured it would have been neat if there was like moments where you could be like Gex and like climb up ceilings and whatnot.
And
So yeah, this is it's cute. It is funny to see SpongeBob turned back into a snail sponge hybrid from when the night Gary was a teenage Gary.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But otherwise, this is a pretty. This is very plotting, for lack of a better word.
Well, it's
Wait
almost
a
as if
minute.
you're-
Did I miss SpongeBob turning into a snail?
It was literally just a single wipe, just whoosh, he's a snail again. Like,
Yeah,
there's
'cause
no,
the
no,
thing-
Oh,
no horrific
come
transformation.
Well, there wasn't really any oomph to it.
I wanted some oomph. I wanted to see the gory horror of SpongeBob turning into a snail.
Well, that's the point we're making. It didn't show that. Basically, it was just the equivalent of a giant poof cloud going over him, and then suddenly he's a snail.
Not even just that. It was literally just. It was like one of those. You see. It's like the camera was like right behind Mrs. Fluff, and that was just like her body was just enough to camouflage SpongeBob just suddenly turning into a snail.
There you go.
Yeah, it was.
Still.
Speaking of which,
Also,
can I turn back into thanks?
Thank you. That was it. That was the race.
I mean, you won the race.
That really wasn't much of a race. I mean, no one else was competing
Now,
with
go on
us.
to the other kids.
James, is that the only time we ever become a snail in this entire game?
Yes.
Wow.
Logan
Oh,
was so
also, what the-
disappointed he
Oh.
muffled himself.
I was just like in the type in what the
Oh, he survived.
gosh.
a minibus?
A new enemy type. Basically, they can form into two, but you can split them back into one and then kill them off appropriately.
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah, that's not too
So
bad.
you can't kill them when they're two?
I want to say they can also latch onto you when they're split.
Ah.
Makes sense.
So that can be kind of annoying. But otherwise, they're not that. They're easy to deal with.
That's
Okay.
Mm.
Alright. So, I guess while we're moving through all this now, let me go check this here, and there you go. So that's that. I just need to find a way to edit that. I don't know how to edit
Okay.
that.
Wasn't James going to be the one editing this?
Oh. Well, no.
I'm ending the video, so.
The
right.
gremlins fired up! Oh, okay.
Guess I can't do that just yet. Oh well.
Alrighty. I guess I was gonna say, Doug, do you happen to have an image of that photo that, like, from before, like, just like when you first got the screen cap?
Oh, it should
let
be
me
in the
see.
chat. You just have to scroll up a bit. That's how I found it.
Oh.
Also, this bit right here is kind of weird.
What is that?
Where'd it go?
Chocolate!
Candy?
Candy!
Oh, goodbye, Candy then.
What the hell is the
Oh, I
point of
love
that?
it when they play hard to get.
I think the idea here is that Patrick eats it, and now he glows like
Oh.
a strawberry flavored light.
Oh,
It looks like a
okay.
pop rock.
How do you know my name?
It's me, Patrick.
Got it.
I thought I was Patrick.
No,
Oh,
I'm
awesome.
SpongeBob. You're Patrick.
Okay.
follow.
So now he can glow in the. So basically, with that candy, he now can glow in the dark.
Which is gonna probably be helpful for this area.
So it's like the tiki light levels in Crash 1 and 2.
Something like that, yeah, but not quite as demanding
Oh, boy.
of keeping the light in check.
These cables are glowing. Maybe they feel pretty. Ow, 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 ow.
Okay, that was not exactly. That was not a superb SpongeBob laugh. That's all I'm saying.
Was I lied to?
Yeah.
Oh, was that Doug?
So
No,
Was
you're
I
good,
lied to?
Joe.
Oh.
Were you not actually? Were
I
you?
go, where is Patrick?
Yeah, the
Patrick?
Why isn't he following us?
I think he just disappeared.
I think he got
Like he's
stuck.
he's become enlightened too much to the point where he literally is too.
that
He's too
frickin'
bright for the game.
It's that freaking meme with the galaxy brain, like, I have moved beyond such trivial things such as candy.
Oh, there he
is.
Oh. Never
I
mind.
Where have you been?
I changed my
On a
mind.
spiritual... Where have you been? On a spiritual quest, deep within. You were digging inside your belly button again, were you? Yeah.
It's infinite depths are always a fascination to me.
And actually, what I was thinking is like just the idea of like Patrick's just like his eyes are closed. It's like,
I'm on an infinite abyss of complete knowledge.
You forgot to open your eyes, did you?
That is for me to discover eventually.
Oh, look, the hash slinging slasher.
where?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait, what?
The mash springing, the slash springing, look behind you on the
Where's
wall.
the hash springer brasher?
I don't say. Oh,
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I just need to
Man.
find the other lights.
they never did.
That's
they,
still.
Hmm?
I was gonna say that's still my favorite episode of SpongeBob to date.
Oh yeah, that's a
That's a
fun
good
Oh,
one. It's-
graveyard shift.
yeah. Also, it's kind of a shame that they never did like take the guy up on his offer. I'm sure SpongeBob wouldn't mind having a grill buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
One of the, I know one of the big things that I'd seen, I don't know if it's even on YouTube right now, but it would be neat. It was released on the DVD extras where for Graveyard Shift in particular, it lets you watch the not animatic, but the storyboarders the storyboarders themselves like doing their own like dub of going through the episode
Right.
in front of the cast.
I remember because like the one storyboard, the storyboard had one gag where Mr. Krabs goes to the phone. Oh, Dad, I finally got it! And they just cut to like two gravestones with a phone next to one of them.
Oh,
like they're
Whoa.
cheering or whatever. It was
Actually,
Yeah,
no, wait,
it
that
was something.
wasn't the Graveyard Shift. That was a different episode.
oh
well, I know there was one storyboard centric thing based on Grandma's cookies. Like that's the one I'm the most familiar with.
I'll have to see that one.
Yeah, I gotta see that
yeah,
one too.
I just remember that one. The because that's when they were like covering all the bits, like the whole like a piece of cake, just running, screaming, like
Oh yeah.
and again, it was not Tom Kenny, but it was someone's decent approximation of a SpongeBob like doing all the bits, like
I think-
Like when SpongeBob continuously keeps screaming after Mr. Scooper finally gets him to stop, and he just laughs.
I think the first one of those I ever saw was the one for Christmas Who. Because it's like
the
that
only
one. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No. You finish your thing and then I'll talk.
I was just saying, like, I remember because that one kind of went back and forth between using like the actual actors' recordings and then like what I assume are like fill-ins by the production staff. Because when it got to like Patrick putting his wish in the machine, it's like, here you go, SpongeBob.
Oh, what'd you wish for?
And then just a completely different guy.
Another piece of paper.
Oh right,
That was funny.
Also, I saw that game. That is a missed opportunity if I've ever seen one.
What was it?
That when the light was turned on, the hash-slinging slasher did not turn into that weird dude, into the nerdy guy. It still looks like the silhouette of him.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Oh, maybe with this?
Yeah, we need more
Let's see.
light.
Yeah. But I was...
Well, it's more so the fact that with all the lights on, now we gotta solve a puzzle.
Oh. No, go ahead.
In massive
Continue.
air quotes. In massive air quotes there.
Yeah, go ahead and continue, Jordan.
I think the only set of storyboards I've actually seen are the movie ones.
Oh,
right, with the deleted scenes, I remember those. Like,
Whoa.
oh boy.
Hello, suddenly Ninja
Sandy?
Sandy.
The name's
Sandy.
with a C as hard as the toffee in Grandma's candy dish.
Oh.
Thank you for bringing the power back. We're looking for my pet snail, Gary. He got lost, probably kidnapped by a monster. Have you seen him? Haven't seen your pet around, I'm afraid. But that monster, they say its lair is in the museum.
Oh.
It's dangerous.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
the
best
museum
to
where
find
Barnacle
little
Boy
friend.
took part time as a security over there.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a long time ago.
Patrick, I don't think monsters can talk. You know what?
I beg to differ, but okay.
Well, I mean, like, there were
Somebody.
the monsters that talk and sung with them in the first movie.
Yeah.
You know, the hideous, disgusting ones.
So you can go look for that monster.
Oh.
I don't like it, but if there's a chance.
No, not you guys. No,
You guys are awesome.
But yeah, I do remember, like, the movie storyboards that had, like, a handful of things I like. Like, how originally Sandy was going to be on the surface with her own unexplained adventure. And, like, the minute they pieced together that, like, this live-action squirrel was actually Sandy, Patrick's first instinct was just barfing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because he was that repulsed by seeing realistic Sandy.
Yes.
So now we gotta make sure the shadow can match the image on the right.
Okay.
Okay, just one more.
And obviously with this one, they play a little cleverly because you actually have to move the whole picture up a whole column, and then move this one down a column. It's until you get the finished picture of the hash-slinging slasher.
Yeah.
Thanks, Square Man. Now take your floating buddy out of here before there's an audience arriving. Can't have a scary show with this jolly balloon bobbing about.
Well,
What do you
excuse
have
you.
against jolly balloons anyway? I'll have you know my cousin was a jolly balloon.
Was he?
I don't know.
Look at these gallons of slime, Patrick. Gary must be terrified, poor thing.
I don't think a regular snail could admit so much slime in under tension.
I have to say this because I've just recently learned something.
What's up?
What's that?
Because I was looking into some games. That I had seen previously a long time ago. One of which being the game series Let It Die, by Suda51.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, in typical Suda51 fashion, they did something really kind of wacky with the soundtrack to that game. So the soundtrack to the game is 100 songs long. Real quick, is that it's 100 songs long. They got 100 different bands each to make one song each, and all of them are and no matter what, they're all called Let It Die.
Wow.
You know,
That's-
before you got to the name... Sorry.
That's gotta make it really hard to find the song, say if you're a fan of the soundtrack, you try to find the song, among them that you like, they're all named the same thing.
100%.
I was about to say, up until you said the name thing, that kind of reminds me of, just to be on brand, the SpongeBob movie. Its entire gimmick is that, it's a soundtrack comprised of different bands, each one composing a single song for each song in the musical.
Oh,
Huh.
Ah, nice.
that's neat.
I still need to see the musical.
I need to see it.
Also, yes, ladies and gentlemen, for that time, well, I mean, a little like getting into it, but they brought back the tongue boarding.
Yep.
Yay! Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice. You're right. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I still need to see the show myself, because, like, I've listened to the songs by themselves. There's a lot of really good songs. I really want to see, like, the pre-show version that aired on Nickelodeon, because apparently with that one, they actually had Tom come on in as Apache for it.
Aww.
Oh, that's cool!
performance of
I want
Patch
to
would be
see
fun.
that!
Yeah, because, like...
Why would they get rid of? Why would they omit such a nice cameo?
Well, because the thing is that, like, for the Broadway show, and, like, anytime it's aired anywhere else, you know, obviously they couldn't pry Tom away to play the Apache in every single one of those separate shows, so they just decided to do it for this one special presentation that's on Nick.
Ah, okay.
Although,
to
that
keep it
being said, I
exclusive.
do know that Tom did pre-record narration lines for the different shows.
Oh, that's good.
Like, so that when it goes into like kind of like they had take your seats, please, and no flash photography. I mean it.
And if I hear your cell phones ringing, well, I'll have potty poop on them.
Oh no.
Why did I say that?
It's 11.
Why did
whoa.
I say that?
I don't know,
It was
because
the
you
first thing that came
just
with-
really wanting Potty to poop on phones?
Because it was the first thing that popped into your
No!
ridiculous head.
I hate that word!
Then why'd you say it?
What? Why'd you say potty then? It's just his name. Well,
He's just an innocent
Can't you-
verb.
You
can't control that.
guys are the worst! You know what I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna give you the
I do.
satisfaction of disclosing it because I'm better than that.
Fair enough.
But you still love us regardless.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, you guys are a bunch of boobs.
I didn't even do
Books.
anything. I'm just vibing here.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
like...
you're
Just say
you're okay. I'm talking about these schmucks
Get
over
outta
here.
here, you big
The ones
dumb
that I
animal.
knew for the I've known you guys for at least 7 years.
Wow.
Oh, that's a lot of
This
jellies.
crap. Oh, that is a lot of jellies.
Oh wow.
It
I
seems
mean, that'd be nice if I could spend this jelly anywhere else.
You can
that
give it all.
just seemed a little too easy, like it was a trap.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like...
That
You
got
can
me off
give
guard.
him
Just good.
It's like,
You can give them all to me, SpongeBob. These would make killer PB&Js.
Oh, let's just say, as a slight spoiler warning, Patrick, that's the last thing you want to do.
well, actually, I just realized, because they call it peanut butter, it'd be SB&Js.
Yep. Also, the more candy bars. And no, the other thing I was thinking about was just that just got me just because of Shorty's like, and I just don't wanna. Oh, that is a lot of jellies, actually.
That is a lot of fish.
Gosh dang it. But no, what was it? Oh no, I already forgot. It's okay. So we're made it to
It's
the
okay.
museum.
I think we're well past this subject.
No admiring the art.
Oh yeah,
Not
get Gary's
today,
Dreamstone.
SpongeBob.
How dare you? I forgot
His
what.
Dream
How
Sona,
dare you
there's
invade my solitude or whatever.
that one random snail that, gangster, that was like a
You're
total
the guy
gangster,
that don't
whatnot.
like nachos.
A realistic snail.
Oh no, that's Jerry.
That's Jerry.
Oh, and
Oh.
that's
not
way different than
It's gotta
Jerry.
be. It's gotta
Jerry
be
was
Jerry.
brown,
Oh,
And then there's Gary when he was a mutt.
and he was a dirty mutt.
All right, because like Squidward was saying that only pedigrees can enter that stupid race. Paper.
purebreds, you mean?
Purebreds.
Whatever did happen to Snelly?
I'm guessing Squidward was so ashamed of hooking up with Gary that he sold her.
Dang, that's pretty low actually. Just
That
just,
is
just
low.
to spite
Because
him.
here's the thing, like SpongeBob pointed out that it'd
What's
be
with Gary on the
in-laws.
wall up there? Because I know that's a still from the show, but I don't know what it is, James.
A what?
Which one?
Turn towards the wall that is opposite you, and up there.
Oh,
What is that from?
That looks like the episode where he had a splinter.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
that was it, just without the foaming of the mouth.
Oh, and there's the caveman equivalent to Gary.
Yeah,
up
the
there.
big one.
Right.
And there's and actually right there because you mentioned earlier up there it's a little dark, but there's Dream Gary.
Well, yeah, well, there was also Dream Gary earlier as well.
Okay, but that's the one with him actually reading the Book of Limericks.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Gary, it's time to go meet up with him.
Okay.
And yeah, those that have seen the early trailers were pretty much spoiled to this whole scene.
Yeah.
Larry says no.
Huh?
I demand better candy!
I wonder if that's still Tom doing those Monster Gary voices.
It's the monster snail.
Huh? They grow up so fast, don't they?
These massive amounts of candy bars must have given him a sugar rush. We can't take him back home like this. We have to cut off his candy supply first.
Already on it, buddy.
You do that, Patrick. In the meanwhile, yeah, now it's time for probably one of the more interesting, for lack of a better word, boss fights in the game, because think of it not unlike the Bowser chase sequences in 3D World,
right?
Where it's less about fighting him as opposed to it's like an obstacle course more so.
Okay. There's one.
Because already we got like one pip down, and yeah, he spews out all that slime like Robo Patrick did way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember when I first saw that. That's why I was like, okay, they must be they're still clearly reusing elements from the first game, but
they are. And yeah, he does have the gaze that will turn you stone cold if you do get caught. So obviously, stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But holy crap, this music is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice.
It's fitting.
Oh shoot!
No worries.
And I mean, it's weird thinking about it because, like, when we first saw this, like, in the initial trailer, I didn't even think this was going to be so much Halloween themed, but maybe more so, like, if it was based on like a dramatic play.
Maybe.
Like SpongeBob's already dressed up as a flower, which would be perfect for like a prop or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got Gary there, who's the king,
Like King Lear or King Neptune.
King of the
One of those
Snail.
two,
something like that.
Also, I just noticed like when you got caught by it earlier, it looks like you could technically use the roll maneuver to dodge the ice beams.
Yeah.
Yep, it's possible. You just got to be very quick on the draw.
Easy does it.
And try not, and yeah, obviously don't do that.
Yeah.
Look at his teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's definitely he's a shell of his former self.
Gary the Snail, this is what happens when you eat too many sweets.
You literally turn into a monster.
Run. Okay. I don't know what that was. Oh, hey, you. Well, I guess while we're doing that.
Oh, there's Snelly.
Aww.
Or wait, is that Snelly?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's Nelly, yeah.
Oh, hey.
But I mean, while we're at it now, looking at all this stuff, I should say, because I don't know if we actually,
Whoop!
actually, what we're talking about, I think we definitely did talk about it at some point, especially during our grand Halloween, like, you know, video game recording.
Oh,
Ooh, spectacular. Doug, do they do any spooky day festivities over there?
Repeat that again.
Doug? Oh, he's
they
asking
do-
if they
is
do
it-
Halloween stuff there.
Or any sort of spooky day festivities over there? Costume
Yes.
parties, candy drives, all that whatnot.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
I don't think we
alright.
need to talk about that.
We don't
yeah,
talk
me
about that.
neither. Let's just end this fight.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fair. And then, oh,
Sorry, Gear Bear, but we had to do it. Unfortunately,
Oh,
he's
boy.
still pissed.
Oh, Lord.
you're gonna bring the whole place down.
The whole museum down. We have
That's
to
what I
get
just
him out
said.
of here before we're all buried in the rubble. But Gary is still giant.
Yes, he is.
I'm sure he'll go back to normal once we get him home.
I sure hope you're right, Patrick.
I've never been wrong about anything yet.
Should we go down the list?
Well, let's go and
Well.
see what happens.
Well, I haven't been
Yes.
wrong today.
Up until now.
Once in my life, I think I might have been wrong.
Yep.
Oh,
Back
Lord!
home, and he's still freaking massive, and that's literally the end of that chapter.
Dang.
Oh, but then what do we do with Gary?
Believe it or not, he's going to be like that for the rest of the game, unless you do a certain side quest to change him back.
Oh, and that's right, you're not going to do side quests.
Oh.
Yep, so technically if we want to, we can leave him like this till endgame.
Well, okay. How long is the side quest?
So I'll say it right now. When you start a side quest involving any particular character, whether it be Gary, Mr. Krabs, or the one of the staff of a Shady Shoals, you will be asked to go back to a very specific world in the game and comb through most, if not all of it, just to collect certain trinkets in order to end the side quest.
So they're all.
You kind of got a brief glimpse of it when we showed off when I collected that one sticky note last session.
But they're all just fetch quests.
Essentially, they're all fetch quests.
Aw. That's a bummer. I'm sorry, Gary. You're gonna have to just keep the crown.
It's like, I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, Gary, I love you, but I hate fetch quests, so...
Let's remember we gotta go check in at Patrick's house.
Yeah. I know as far as other fetch quests are concerned, Mr. Krabs will ask you to find his missing pennies at, actually, I
The
forget
Wild
where you
West,
gotta
maybe,
find them.
because that's where he came from.
It's not even so much where he came from, just,
rock is covered in snail slime.
Sorry, Patrick.
Clean when I moved in, too.
That was years ago.
And, yeah,
snail
it's definitely
stuff.
gotten a lot dirtier since then.
Help.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
It's a very challenging situation. But could you stop yammering? I'm trying to concentrate.
Sorry, Cassandra.
Sorry.
Oh, there it goes.
Hey!
All clean.
That was sheer luck.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Speaking of which, good news. I found
Oh.
that
Actually, I will say while she's currently yammering on, I know one side quest is actually pretty interesting. It's from Plankton, actually. Where that one spans across the entire game. Oh, that's right. Our next costume is that of a caveman.
I think I see where this is going.
It's SpongeGar.
Yep.
Just stay here and nap under my rock.
Oh, sorry, Patrick. Balloons and heavy rocks don't go well together. Besides,
Yeah.
Well, there's a hole underneath the rock.
It depends on the episode. Sometimes they're literally flat. Like remember when SpongeBob moved in for a brief bit?
Right.
Yep.
True.
no,
Oh.
I look like I'm from the Stone Age.
And
Like
Oh.
some idiot who lives under a rock.
fair.
Wait a minute.
So where?
Wow.
So that takes us back to Pirate Land. So where's the caveman? Or is this
Oh
caveman?
no,
land?
Pirate Land's way over there. This is what takes us to our next destination.
All right then.
Which, I mean, I am sort of tempted to go in, but I don't want to, overstay my welcome with this session. We've
Yeah.
been doing a pretty decent job of keeping things relatively around the same length.
Yeah.
So, with that all said, ladies and gentlemen, next time we are heading on to Kelp Forest during the BC era. Yeah, before comedy.
Da-da-da.
On that note, we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Look.